Okay, welcome. Just waiting for the live stream to go and let's jump in. Okay, and got it. So I'm on here with my mobile device today. So I did change up what we're going to share today because yesterday's Marketing Monday brought up a very real need that I think everyone is wanting. And that is, how can we do more from our mobile devices with YFP and with the tools? So that's what we're going to cover today. Now, I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. I am going to be rolling through these things relatively quickly. I'm going to try to do them as concisely as possible, but I don't want to go back over things multiple times. So if you do need to come back and watch the recording and be able to pause me as you catch up, please do it that way. Otherwise, we're not going to get through all the stuff that we need to get through. So just be aware of that. Now, if you do have questions about why things are the way they are, or how things are working, that's totally fine. But I just don't want to rehash over certain steps over and over again. I'd rather let's get it all recorded. And then if we need to answer some questions at the end to go over a couple things, then I can at least stop the recording and we can do that afterwards. Okay. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm going to kind of fly through it nicely, not super fast. Just so we can get the information captured, and then I can pause recording at the end and we can go through certain details if you need a little extra help, okay? So jump in and we'll share screen. So welcome to our YFP 101 today. Today we're talking about setting up your mobile device. Okay, so how can we set up your mobile device so that you're able to take your YFP tools with you on the go and be able to do whatever it is you need to do mobilely, most of us are transitioning to that already. I know many people who here work solely on an iPad or a device. I know a couple people that do. They don't want to get a computer, which is fair. I still recommend having a computer just because it can do a lot more, but you can still run this business from a device. So in this basic training, we're going to talk about adding your YFP resources. I'm working specifically with iPhone. I'm not covering Android today because I don't have one, and I haven't learned how to use it. So this is going to be specifically for iPhone. There is an Android walkthrough of how to add these things to your phone, to your Android phone, in the YFP group under the guides section. And I'll make sure that I put the link into the business chat after this. So this class is for you if you'd like to build your business using your mobile device more. You want a simple way for sharing info on the go. So whether you're traveling, you have people going through the funnels, you can do it all on the go as you're out living your life as well. You want to improve your marketing results. And the best part is you want a system that you can use to find customers and builders online. So if any of those apply to you, then you're in the right place. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to cover how to set up and add your YFP resources to your iPhone device. We're going to talk about how you can share your funnels from your iPhone. So how you can share links and guide people just on your mobile phone, and also how to share your wellness center content from your phone as well. I'm also going to go into the newsletter and show you where you can download the graphics for the newsletter that we have, the promotional graphics. And so we're going to cover a lot more than just that. So a little bit about YFP. If you're brand new and you've never heard of us before, your Freedom Project is a 360-degree ecosystem of tools and training that can help you find new builders, find new customers, and increase sales and retention. And your Freedom Project addresses the 3 specific areas that people struggle with in network marketing. First one, not knowing where to go to find people to talk to, not knowing what to do with the people they find, and not having a formula, plan, or strategy to stay on track to measure success. And your Freedom Project supports your growth in 3 main ways with tools, training, and support. So let's just go live. I've joined on here with my phone so that we can actually go through how to do this. So when I'm going through this, I'm utilizing Safari, the Safari browser rather than Chrome. So just so that you're aware of that. And let's share screen and jump into it. So a couple of the benefits of having everything on your device is then when you are out and about, say you're traveling, or maybe you're just a busy parent who's running kids around all the time, you can't really sit down at your computer to get links out to people. So maybe it's as the kids are playing football, you're, sitting on the sidelines and you're able to pass links out, get information shared, get your content going, and that's your only free time. And so doing it on a mobile device is much more convenient than, say, lugging your laptop around, right? Same thing when you're traveling. You don't have to lug your laptop around if it's not necessary. So I've got I have a My Business folder, which is where I keep all of my business stuff. So I have my dashboard, my wellness, explore wellness, explore the opportunity, and my hub site. The other thing that I would add on here is the wellness center. So I'm going to show you how to add the app first of all, and then we'll go through how to share it. So I've already got my dashboard on here. So I'm going to show you how to add it. So if you don't have your dashboard on here yet, then this will be the process to do that. Heneghan. Nope, still can't spell my name. Okay. So you will need to know what your login is, your username and password, in order to log in to the YFP dashboard. That's the first key. And then we'll just give it a second to load. Now I would have had this all loaded up before, but my device won't allow that to happen. So we'll do it afterwards. Okay, so once you're in here, this is where you want to save the app. So remember, I'm using this on Safari. This isn't on Chrome. The way to do it on Chrome, again, that's in the YFP group, and I will add that for you guys in the chat. So for those of you who are using Chrome and prefer to, that's how we'll do it. But if you're on Safari, do you see at the bottom of my screen, there's that little box with the arrow pointing up? It's in the gray bar at the very, very bottom. Okay, everybody sees that? And I wish I could circle it, but I can't annotate when I'm sharing a mobile device, which is really sad. So we'll have to do it this way. So you would tap on that little icon at the bottom. You're going to get a whole bunch of options pop up. What you want to do is go past all those options and come down to where it says add to home screen. So you don't want to add the bookmark, you want to add it to your home screen. When you do, it's going to give you the option to as well edit the name, the title of that particular link. So you can call it whatever you would like. Dashboard works just great, and then you would go add. Now what'll happen is you'll be directed back to where all of your apps are, and it'll be the last app in your app library is what I'll call it. From there, on an iPhone anyways, you would tap and hold, and then you can move it, or edit home screen, and then you can move it. So if you want it to be this way in a different folder, then you can drag and drop. So now I've got 2 in there. Okay, so that's how you add it. And now it's just like an application that you can just tap on and opens it right up. You may have to log in periodically. So just be aware of that. You'll want to make sure that you have your login information handy. This is the one that I would recommend you memorize if you can. So if you need to go and change your password to something ridiculously simple, please do that. I think the only requirement for YFP to log in for passwords is it has to be a minimum of 4 characters. It's either 4 or 6 characters, but I think it's only 4. And you don't have to worry about capitals or anything like that. So it can be the easiest version of your password, your favorite password. And that's how you do that. So from here, the other thing that I would recommend you share or save to your home screen is your wellness center, but doing it from your dashboard rather than from your URL. So what I mean by that is when you're in your dashboard, do you see at the bottom left, the hamburger menu in the blue bar, just above the gray bar? Okay, Phyllis, I'm getting a nod from you, so that's great. So you would tap on the hamburger menu and you're going to get that left navigation bar that you normally see on your computer. Go to Wellness Center, and then I always go straight to Discover. I bypass the homepage. I just go straight to Discover. I find that's easiest for me. If homepage is easier for you, that's fine. There's no right or wrong. You do what's easiest for you. But here we are now in the Wellness Center, and you can search by sections and all that stuff just like you normally would. So we want to save this the same way we saved the dashboard. So we click that or tap on that little box at the bottom middle with the arrow pointing up and the gray bar at the bottom. Everybody still see that? Okay, so we'll tap on that. And then again, we scroll down until you find add to home screen. So it has to be add to home screen, not bookmark. When you add it to your home screen, that's where you can edit the name. So I'm going to just call this Wellness Center. And then go add. And it does the same thing. So it gives me a little icon at the end of my apps. I press and hold, edit my home screen, and then I can just drag this guy over to my folder. And then you tap your screen and you're done. So now everything's here, and I can actually delete one of these. 1 second. Delete. Yes, I don't need to. So the ones that I recommend you have bookmarked is your dashboard for sure, the wellness, explore the wellness, so the wellness funnel, the business funnel, your hub site, and the wellness center. And the wellness center, making sure that you're grabbing it from your dashboard rather than from your sign up page. And whether you decide to use home or discover doesn't matter. Use what's easiest for you. I decide with discover because it's easier for me to search. And I usually always go to the search function. If you don't go to the search function very often, then you don't have to worry about it. So that's, oops, what did I push? Stop. There we go. Okay. Now what's really cool is now that I have this wellness center here on my phone, I can tap on it and we can go scrolling through the content. And let's say we want to share the digestive detox webinar. So we tap on that and then you scroll down just a wee bit and you're still going to get that share function. Okay, so everybody sees that little share with the drop down. You tap on that, and I like to just go with copy link rather than share in Facebook. So I go copy link, and then I can go into Facebook, let it load, and then I go to my page. So to get to your pages, by the way, on an iPhone, is the bottom right-hand side. Once you're in Facebook, you see that hamburger menu and it says menu right underneath it. Okay, you tap on that and you should get your profile at the top, and then it says your pages. I have 12 pages. You may have less. I manage other people's pages too. So you would tap on where it says your pages. You find the page you want it to go to. There we go. And then you scroll down to where it says create post. Whoops, I tapped it before, but it'll say create a post. Okay, and then you can double tap your screen to paste that link. And then you can also type in, oops, if there's anything extra you want to add about that particular event. So however you want to word it is totally fine. So if you miss the replay, or if you miss the event this month, I got your back. Here's the replay. Return, continue, and then you can go publish right up at the top. And there you go. So it's done. And you've done everything from your mobile device. So you don't have to lug around a computer. How do you post the newsletter? Great question. Do you delete the long code? I leave the code. Leave the code. The reason I do is because it has that equal source share in it. And that makes it so that the people who click on it should be able to watch it without creating a Wellness Center account. They can watch that piece of content without creating a Wellness Center account. Now, if you want to do it where you're working on building your list and you don't want that to be a quote unquote free piece of content, don't use the equal source share. You can just take that last little piece of code out. Let me see, does it, I got to refresh my page, one momental. There we go. So right here, do you see where it says after gut, oops, get out of here. It says question mark source equals share. Right at the end of that URL, you can take that piece out and then they're going to be asked to create a Wellness Center account. And I would just make sure that you fully disclose that in your text. So you could say, if you missed the event, I got your back, here's the replay. In order to watch it, please create a free account in my wellness community, my free online wellness community. And then you're building your list too. So, and I would do a mix, give a few away for free, but then also ask for people to come and join the Wellness Center. Okay, so you want to do a nice give and take of both asking and not. Okay, so this is good. So how do you share your newsletter post? So that comes back to that dashboard icon that you've now saved to your phone. You go back to your dashboard. You tap on the hamburger menu at the bottom right, or sorry, bottom left in the blue. What are you doing? There we go. And then you come over to the marketing tab. So it's set up just like in your computer. You come to the marketing tab and you go to e-newsletter. And then you wait for it. And I'm sorry, it's not showing me where I'm pushing. I wonder if there's a way that I can annotate this. Let's see. I don't see it. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so once you're in e-newsletter, oops. Overview. Okay, so then you would tap around, not right on the blue box, but just underneath the blue plus button, and you'll get Q. So then you click on Q. Is everyone following okay? Kind of. This is why we record it, so you can come back. Awesome. So now you're in the queue. Mine got sent out. Everyone else's should have too, but here's all the graphics where you can promote. So as I mentioned on Marketing Monday yesterday, we have it separated into Facebook and Pinterest, okay? Now, it doesn't mean you can't use these on other social platforms. So Facebook just means that it is a square graphic, which means now you can use it for Instagram, you can use it for LinkedIn, anywhere that likes the square graphics. And then the Pinterest ones, that's for longer form. So these would work great for stories in Facebook and Instagram. So just note that. We just categorize them that way. However, if you are using Pinterest, then there you go. They obviously work for Pinterest as well. To get the graphic, you would just tap on the download button of whichever graphic you want. So I'm going to take the migraines one and then download. Okay, so now it's downloading and it should show up in your gallery. I say should, maybe it's not there yet. Let's go back and see. Oh, now I need to log in again. One momento. I gotta make sure, we gotta see if we can keep ourselves logged in there. That's definitely handy. I wonder, hold on, if I go here, there, I can just come back to this tab. So click on that, download view JPEG. Let's go view. Okay, this might be the easier way to do it because it doesn't seem to want to save to my camera roll. So here's the other option that we can do is we'll go back to the Safari. So, okay, back it up one. And just wait for it. There we go. Okay, so you can tap on the graphic and click on view. And then from there, you take a screenshot. Okay, so however you take your screenshots, for me, I have to push my outside button and my home button at the same time, and it'll take a screenshot. And then you can just drag it down and drag it up so that you just get the graphic done, save to photos, and now it's part of my photos. And then I can take that photo. If I go back to my photos, there's my image. Okay. And then you can use the share icon at the bottom left if you choose, or you can go straight into your platform that you want to share this on. So whether it's Instagram or Facebook, doesn't matter. And then you would just add a photo, just like you would do off your camera roll. Okay. Am I confusing anyone? Have I made it extra complicated? The outside button is the on-off button. Yes, Julianne. Yep, you got it. Yes, and then you can just go to your, yep, you can go there to get your newsletter link. So if we come back into Let me see if I can go. Yeah, that works. Let's give it a second to back up. Might take a minute. Let me just see here. Is everyone following along okay? And again, remember this is recorded, so come back and watch it again, okay? And then it will eventually click, but yes, there we go. Okay, so to share the link to the newsletter, do you see underneath the status where it says this issue was sent? And then there's those 3 little dots. The middle one is copy link. So then you highlight, no, that's not what I want to do. And then copy. Okay, so that's how we do it. So I'm learning this as we go too. I'm learning all sorts of little tricks. So you would tap on that little link, copy link thing, and then you tap and hold the actual link. You're going to get this preview. Okay. And then you scroll yourself up a little bit till you see this copy button. You tap on copy. And then you can go and paste that in on your social space as well. So if we go back in here and I want to write something, double tap to paste, and there's the link to the archive or to the newsletter where they can sign up for it. Yeah, so this we will have to go, you'll probably have to come back and listen to this again. So don't feel frustrated if you're not getting it, if it's not quite making sense. The great thing about the recordings is you can pause me and figure it out and then come back. But what I really wanted to do with this is just help you guys so that you can know that it's possible to do more on your mobile device. So you're not tied to your computer all the time. That's the main thing. So really what you want to do with this is make sure that you have at least these 5 places. These are the ones that I recommend. I'm not saying you have to do this. These are the ones I recommend you save to your home screen. So your dashboard, both of your funnels, your hub site, and your wellness center, but saving your wellness center again from when you're logged into your dashboard. So going to it from that Discover tab or from the Home tab once you're logged into YFP. So let me just go back to here. No, yeah. So saving it from this Wellness Center tab and then Discover, and then saving it to your phone rather than going to your sign up page and saving it from there, because then it's going to ask you to log in all the time. So it's just bypassing a step for you guys to make it easier. In the future, it'll make it easier. Okay. So with that, the other thing I wanted to show you is with the funnels. I know I'm kind of jumping around here, but this is just a matter of, like, again, take it easy. Don't fret if you're not understanding it right away. So where I have my funnels, I have my EO gateway. So I would tap on this. So let's say Phyllis and I have been talking and we had a great conversation. I invited her to come take a look at the opportunity and she said, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, do you prefer, oops, I gotta save it differently. Oops. Well, here, I gotta go in and resave it because I have it backwards. Here we go. We'll go like this, go to hub site. So I'm just quickly saving this to my phone. EO, add, there we go. I have to update my links. Okay, so Phyllis and I have had a conversation. She mentioned something. I invited her to come and take a look at what I do. And she said, yeah, sure, send me a link. Great, I will send you a link. So then I would come to that icon that I've saved. I would tap on it. And then there's a couple ways you can do this. You can use that little share button down at the bottom again, which is the little box with the arrow pointing up. That's the universal icon for share. So if I say share icon, that's what that means. So you tap on that, and then I can just plop it right to her in a messenger. So I tap on messenger and I would search her name. So there's Phyllis. And then I can also write a little message to her. and say, you know, here's the link we were talking about. I'll follow up with you in a couple days, or let's just say on Saturday. We'll say that we actually picked a date and send. So now Phyllis is going to get a link. You're going to get my link, Phyllis. And that is going to be in my messenger. There we go. So right there, there's the link, and then she can just tap on this and come in and watch those videos by clicking on click to watch videos, and there's all the videos for her to go through. And she can do it all on her mobile device. But more importantly, you can do all the sending from your mobile device. So whether she watches it on her computer or not does not matter. But just that you can send it from your mobile device. So if I'm off, you know, with the kids or something in the middle of the day, or we have to go on a field trip or something like that, I can still be communicating with people and making sure they get the information they've requested, even if I'm on the go. Okay. So I hope that didn't confuse you guys too much. And if it did, remember that this is all recorded. Okay, just took my mind works. Good job, Sandy. EO Gateway. So EO Gateway, that is your Explore opportunity. And we just call it the gateway because that's where they have to click the button to watch the videos. Okay, so that's your funnel, your Explore opportunity funnel. And then I have the same thing set with my wellness funnel as well. Okay. All right. So with that, before I confuse things anymore, I'm going to stop share here for a moment and just check in. Does that help? Is that helpful? Even if you're not fully understanding it right now, and maybe you need to come back and watch the recording, that's okay. But does it give you a little bit of helpful info that, hey, I can actually do this on my mobile device? Okay, good. I'm getting the nods. Excellent. And here's the thing, folks, it's just a matter of tinkering around. So once I'm done, I'm going to post this replay in the business chat. Okay, in the YFP business chat, and then come back through if you need to go through it again. And then pause me as you need to pause me as we go through that process, because I know it's a lot to take on, and sometimes, you know, I'm rolling quickly just for the sake of time and making sure that the info gets out, which is again why we record it. Yes, and I will send the info on how to save the icons on an Android. I believe Maura did that. I haven't, but I think Maura has, or maybe I did. I can't remember. One of us did it. One of us did it. So I'll send that link in the business chat as well. For those of you who are on Android. Okay, excellent. You have an Android too, Sandy. Sandy, are you, pardon me, are you in the YFP business messenger chat? Do you know? And I can always check that too. So if you're not, I'm going to invite you to it. And if you are, then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, I'll check to see if you're in there, Sandy. But that's the basics there. So just the benefits of having that on your mobile phone, I don't even know a word to describe how helpful it will be, but it's incredibly helpful to have those on your phone, because then, you know, like I said, if you're out and about doing things, you're traveling, you don't necessarily have to lug your computer with you if you don't want to. And I've worked with people, and I am working with people who don't have a computer. All they have is a tablet or their mobile phone. And I mean, we can do so much with it, but it's a matter of we need to also help you guys understand how to do that as well. Go ahead, Claudette. Yep. Were you raising your hand? Yeah, you'll have to unmute though.
Now you can hear me. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, that was awesome. I just came in on the tail end. Now, I need to do my phone as well, but it's like when I go on my phone, it's smaller, and it's like I'm trying to figure that out, and it's different than what's on the monitor. you know, like versus the phone. Is there a learning curve or anything that you could suggest to make that a little bit easier? Or should I just pick one thing at a time and play with it back and forth?
Pick
And then
one
just,
thing at a time.
and then once I master that, pick another thing?
Yeah, just
So
take one step at a time.
what would you suggest? Because if you're trying to build a business, what would you suggest that I try first?
Like on the mobile phone or on the computer?
Both, yeah.
Well, the first thing I would work on doing is getting those icons saved to your home screen.
Okay,
So getting those websites saved to your home screen.
okay. Okay,
Yes, you can, Sandy. Sandy's just saying I use my Android pad most days. Can I? Yes, you can do this on your Android tablet as well. Okay. Yeah. So just first things first is get those icons on
right.
your phone, and then and then the second thing is working on how to share that. And so if you need to I recommend pairing up if you can. If you guys are open to it, pairing up with somebody where you can send links back and forth and just get that practice of what it's like to send links from your phone and then seeing if it's working.
Okay, I'm willing if anybody else is willing.
Yeah. And so maybe that's something we can put in the chat, in the business chat. So if you're willing and open to being a partner, like just a share link partner, you guys don't even have to meet on the phone if you don't want to. You can just chat through Messenger and share links back and forth just to get in the flow of it. And then if you do run into any hiccups that just aren't working, that's where then bring it to the business chat so then we can troubleshoot with you. So we'll work on this as a team.
Yay.
Yay! Awesome, great questions. Okay, let me just see. Oh, congratulations, Sandy. Sandy became director this month. Woohoo!
Yes.
That deserves a celebration. Okay, so with that, oh, go ahead, Claudette. Yep.
Like I tried to type something in the chat box, but it was trying to go to somebody else and it's not where I can say some thanks.
Is there something above where you're typing and it says to?
Yes.
And what does it say there? Does it say someone's name or does it say to everyone?
Well, no, it says somebody's name.
Okay, so click on that where it says everyone. There should be a drop down.
Okay.
Or a drop up.
Oh.
And then just click everyone in meeting.
Thank you very much.
That's all good. No worries. Great questions.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so with that, I think that helps a little bit with getting the things on there, how you can share it from your device. So just know that if you are on a device, you're not left out in the cold. We want to make this more mobile friendly as we go. At the moment, this is how we have to do it. So I wanted to make sure that you guys understood too. And yesterday in Marketing Monday, it seemed that there was quite the need for it. So that's why we covered that today. And then next week, we will resume with our regular YFP 101s. So I want to thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the patience. I hope I was able to clearly show those steps so that in the recording, you're able to follow along with them relatively easily. The main thing is be patient with yourself. And if there's a step that's just not linking up, ask us in the business chat and either I can jump on and give screenshots or we can walk through it and just see what may have been missing. Okay. And then I also see if I missed anything in our instruction, which is great. Okay, so with that, I'm going to share my screen. We'll close this off for today. And I just want to commend all of you for being here. I know that taking things onto a mobile device is a whole other ball game. So the fact that you're willing and wanting to learn that and are here to at least attempt to learn it at this moment, congratulations. I'm so happy that you're here. All right, so for those of you who are not familiar with YFP yet, and maybe you'd like to test out the tools that we have, you can start by taking a 30-day test drive of My Freedom Builder. And you can do that by going to yourfreedomproject.com/start. You can also view all of our other products and services that we have. We have a lot of other products and services that we offer to make your life easier so that you can focus on the critical activities that we can't do, which is obviously connecting with people in conversations, but we can take care of a lot of things for you. So if you'd like to learn more about any of our products, you can visit our shop at yourfreedomproject.com/shop. And I'd also like to invite you to join one of our upcoming events where you can get free business training or listen to our nutritional scientists and invite your clients to join as well. You can do that by going to yourfreedomproject.com/events. And if you would like to talk to one of our friendly support elves, there's a few ways you can do that. First one is if you're not part of the YFP Facebook group, I would highly recommend you join that. And you can join it right from the Help Center under Get System Updates in our Facebook group. And I'll give you the link here in just a second. But if you're needing some technical assistance, whether it be billing or something's just not functioning properly in your YFP dashboard, that's where we ask you to submit a ticket. I mean, you can always ask me billing questions, but I'm not the one that's able to fix it. So that's where we just ask, put in a ticket and the team can help you with that. And same thing with technical issues. So just, yeah, it's easier if you can submit a ticket, then we can track it and know, what's been done. We can see how the conversation has rolled and also see if this is something that's an isolated situation or is this something system-wide that we need to call in more reinforcements for. You can also give us a call. Up at the top, you can also book an appointment. So if you're just needing a little bit of technical assistance or a refresher, you can book an appointment with one of our elves. And you can also chat with an elf live on Facebook using our chat with an elf function. It will connect you right to their Facebook Messenger. And you can get to our support center or help center by going to yourfreedomproject.com/help. When you go to this link, I highly recommend you bookmark it in whichever browser that you're using. It's really handy to have in a pinch when you just need to get to the help center and not have to log in to get to it. Okay. And so with that, I want to thank you so much for joining us. And I want to just also commend you for being open. And I hope you're feeling encouraged to take your business more online. And you can also learn more about YFP by going to yourfreedomproject.com/start.